To say that I'm stoked to show you a preview of Menace would be the understatement of the century. So many people have been excited about Menace for a long time. This is a game made by the team who made Battle Brothers. They're called Overhype Studios. These guys are like legends in the turn-based tactics space, and I'm super, super pumped to be showing you this. This isn't out yet. It's going to be out in early access at some point, but they've given some of us hands-on to this preview build. What's really cool about this is that there's 10 different mission types that we'd be able to do throughout different playthroughs. Each playthrough you do is 3 different mission types, and each map is procedurally generated, which is really fun and cool. You basically start by selecting your mission at the beginning of this little map, and then that leads you into the following ones up to the final one here. We're going to start with this established combat outpost. It's a rated 2 difficulty. This is the amount of rewards that we get. And you also get a modular vehicle light accessory. And then this patrol-based thing, capturing one of these could provide us with useful equipment, rogue army item or vehicle. Now, you're probably like, okay, what does that mean? Don't worry about it. I'm going to explain it, okay? This game is way different from XCOM, but there are some similarities in that it's turn-based tactics on tiles. But beyond that, so very different, and I'm having such a good time with it. So we're gonna start this mission here, and if you want to skip ahead, hey, feel free, go right to the combat, but there are some things here that you need to understand about how this game works. So you can see in the bottom left here that we've got an intelligence level of 2. That dictates how much information we get about the battlefield as we're heading into it, okay? So our goal is to capture this outpost in the center, right? You can see that, hey, they've got some scavengers around here. They've got a vehicle there. They've got these scavengers over here. There's infantry there, infantry there, infantry there. There's boarding commandos. There's an unknown type of pirate here. And the more intel that you have on these different areas, the more information that you're going to get on the map screen. You can deploy your units down in here, which is really cool. You can put them wherever you want, and you can see when you select them, they get selected up here. You can select them up here, and then their icon, if you hover over them, their icon kind of pulsates down in the deployment zone, so you can use that to gauge like who you want to move. We also have some details up here, time of day, the weather, because that will have impacts on the way that things play out. In this preview build, everything happens in the desert biome, okay? So we're going to be sticking to that, but in the full game, there's going to be a bunch of different biomes. We're going to get a whole bunch of different weapons. We got like 20 different weapons and accessories and armor types in this preview build, but things will be much crazier. Now, here's one crazy thing about Menace. You're looking at this, you're like, okay, this unit is Sergeant Jane Darby, and while true, this is actually a squad. This is just the leader of the squad. Within this squad, we've got 4 other squaddies. And so if I were to reduce the number of squaddies in this squad, you see that the stats and the hit points go down. The more squaddies you put in here, the more HP that unit has. It also impacts armor effectiveness, I believe, but that's really not a big deal right now at this point in time. Now, you can't just throw in anything you want. Everything that you put in here has a certain cost to it. This costs 30 supplies, let's call it. And so down here in this loadout screen, I've got 813 out of 814 utilized, which, you know, I'm trying to max it as much as I can. What I've done is I've thrown on every secondary weapon that we have available. So in this preview build, we've got medium machine gun, light machine gun, sniper rifle, rocket launchers, and grenade launchers. And you can see there's not unlimited. I got 1 of each, so I can't just give everybody rocket launchers, okay? Not that you'd even want to, because they're not good against everything. I have given some armor around, so this is like our heaviest armor possible. And the reason I've given it to Cody Griefinger and his squad here, I've also given an extra squad mate here to make them a little tankier, is that they have really good defense when adjacent to an attacking enemy. So I really want these guys to just be like running at enemies and getting as close as you can. They get benefits up to 4 tiles away, as you can see. And every time you load in here, like these guys are gonna have different perks and stuff, and you can kind of experiment. This game is not out yet, but when it comes out in early access, you do want to kind of build towards what your squad is, or your squad leader is good at, right? So I want to get him in close, and that's the plan. We also have Jane Darby here. So she actually came in with 3 promotions available. So I've got high value target, attacks disable enemy special weapons for a turn, commando. So we want her to be more of a lone wolf, focused on being 4 tiles away from any friendly unit. So she'll get increased accuracy, defense, and discipline. Accuracy and defense, pretty self-explanatory. Discipline impacts recovery from suppression and a couple of other things. So just something to keep in mind, but we do want her to be the sniper lone wolf vibe. And then well-placed shots, attacks have a 25% chance to inflict 25% more damage. Yeah, why not? And you can take a look and see here at some other possible things that you could rank up. And hopefully over the series of videos, we'll be able to rank these guys up a little bit. Okay, I've given her the fatigues. These are just basic armor types. Armor is pretty expensive. And then when you have armor and gear in here and you add squaddies, like it takes into account those other costs. So it's a little bit more costly to add squaddies to people that have like heavy armor. If I do this, you'll see it takes us up pretty heavily, right? But I think this is okay for now. So we've got our sniper rifle wielder over here. We've got Charles Lim's squad leading the 81st Astral Assault, and he's got a discount on promotion, so he'll level faster. He's got a grenade launcher. We've got Edwin Pike leading the 1st Spaceborne Regiment, and he's got a thing here where he never flees. We'll talk about that because you'll see enemies flee and stuff. But just keep that in mind, he won't flee. So light machine gun with class 2 soft armor. Now, Corporal Renu Rewa doesn't have a squad, but she has a vehicle. So this vehicle can carry a bunch of units, and I've given an auto laser here, which has really good armor penetration. Armor penetration, suppression, in my opinion, in Menace, more important than hit point damage. And you'll see why. I feel like this game's a lot about controlling the enemies versus just straight up killing them. And we'll try our best to demo that here. Corporal Jean Sai has 10% supply cost reduction for her squad and equipment. So this stuff's a little bit cheaper. I put in some expensive things here for her to use. And then over here, again, with Cody Griefinger, we've got the extra defense. So that's our plan. Now, how do we want to attack from here? We've got a couple of options. We've got a little cluster of cover over here. This side's a little bit more open, but then once I get to this area, we would have some cover there. And we are a little bit more saturated enemy-wise to this side if I go here. But, I mean, honestly, the enemies are all kind of central. So I'm not seeing a huge difference in where we would deploy. One thing that's concerning is this vehicle. I don't know what that vehicle is going to have on it. But that could be problematic because vehicles can typically attack from really far away. And that does concern me a little bit. So more of a direct path to that vehicle could be essential. And for that reason, I think I'll try to stack up over here. So we're going to take our vehicle here with Renu, our heavy unit in Cody, which is here. I might even just like put Cody inside the vehicle. Our sniper back here. And actually, I could even put our sniper here right into cover. That'd be okay. We're going to have a vehicle, so maybe we do like this. We have somebody that can go up to here. Maybe we don't use the rocket launcher. Maybe we use the light machine gun, get into cover here. I don't know if we're going to have a visual of this yet, but maybe they run towards us. Who knows? And then the Astral Army with the grenade launcher. We could do something similar and work around there. Let's see how it goes. Guys, buckle up. You can also go in here and like name all your squaddies and stuff. So like if you didn't want to have somebody named like, I don't know, Angus Newhouser as Pimp, you could be like, hey, this is Pimp Daddy. You could change all this stuff, okay, which is pretty cool. As far as I can tell, you cannot change the squad leader names, only the squaddies, as far as I can tell, okay? There's also a whole bunch of equipment that you can throw in here, like smokes, grenades, all this kind of stuff, but I don't really have the ability to afford that. Maybe what I'll do, let's drop this guy down to 4, and let's give our up-close unit, maybe we'll give like a grenade or something. Or do I want smokes for defense? Now let's go offensive here. We'll take a grenade, why not? Just to try it out and see how that goes. Yeah, okay, cool. So everyone's included in the mission. Let's begin. Okay, here we go.
Keep it tight by the books.
Thanks for the drop-off. Very cool. All right, so In Menace, combat works a little bit differently from other tactics games. Number one, there's no initiative order or anything like that. On any given round, which is the number up here at the top of the screen, you can move your units in any order, but once you start moving a unit, that's the only unit that you can work with. You can't move a unit and then move another one into its place and then do an action with the unit you moved originally. It just doesn't work like that. You use one unit at a time. And that's important because you may, for example, on any given turn, you might say, okay, I'm going to move up, or I'm going to use my tank like last out of all my units, and then I could use them first at the beginning of the next round. So the way that you organize that is totally up to you. Right off the bat, one of the things I want to point out here, bottom left, I'm always going to be looking at this AP in the bottom left, always. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I want to move a unit here, it's going to tell me, hey, it's going to cost 63, and then this is going to start to flash, and this is in red showing, hey, you can't use any of this stuff. So just keep an eye on this constantly. Keep an eye on the cost. Generally, shooting a weapon costs 40. The rocket launcher costs 60. And some of the weapon stuff costs 60. This is venting for our laser weapon, which is pretty cool, but we'll get into that in a bit. And then we're going to talk about like suppression, because that's a big thing in Menace, is controlling the enemy. You're doing a lot more trading in a game like Menace than you are in a game like XCOM. So something to keep in mind. But to start out, we're going to take our heavy unit and we're going to get them into the vehicle. And yeah, that's it. That's their whole turn, because they're in there. There's nothing else they can do. We're going to end the turn. The enemy did a little thing, and now it came back to us real quick. As I said, I think I will actually use the vehicle last. So we're going to start positioning some of our other units. Also note that all of our units have this little concealment icon because there's no enemies around. They can't see us. They don't know we're here. Individual squads do have concealment, as you can see in these stats, and they also have a detection amount. Right now, you can see that the only real different one is the vehicle. It's a -3, which makes sense. But everybody else is like 0 and 1 detection. There's a formula to figure out if you'll be able to get detected, but we don't need to really worry about that for now. Okay, so we know that the enemies are in this direction. We need to capture this outpost here. We have a little bit of cover to play around with in this section. Bit of a dead zone otherwise. These units can't quite reach this, but I can maybe position them to get there next turn. But I also am cautious that we may run into enemies, so they're probably going to show up around here. You can go into these buildings and go up top, which is pretty cool. You get some benefits there. You get extra view range and some extra detection. I think you might be harder to hit too, but either way. Now, this is a really interesting mechanic. It's called deploying. When you deploy, you get into more defensive position, then you can use your heavier weapons. So the grenade launcher doesn't require this, but weapons like the rocket launcher, sniper rifle, I believe the medium machine gun needs it, the light machine gun does not. That's something to keep in mind, that you're going to need to be deployed and able to use those weapons. The other thing is that there's a certain amount of uses here. So this regular shot from the carbine, it only has 16 uses in this mission. The grenade launcher, only 7. Once it's gone, it's gone. So it's really important that you pay attention to that stuff. I think I will deploy here because if enemies come up, I'm going to be in a bad spot. And then I can probably stand, which is the same cost, on the following turn to get to here. Maybe I'll even... Let's push it one more here. And what I did there, you saw how he just kind of zipped over. If you tap during the animation, they'll just zip over there. So you can start moving around pretty quickly. Anyways, I'll take a knee there. With our sniper squad here, remember, she has the commando for this squad. So if you're 4 tiles away from any friendly unit, then you'll have extra accuracy, defense, and discipline. So we should try and take advantage of that. I'll maybe post up like... Let's just go here for now and deploy. Enemies will probably run at us. So we're going to deploy there. There's nothing else I can do. End the turn. Okay. These guys, let's start moving up. Okay, so we found an enemy here. An EMP team. They're specialized in disabling vehicles for boarding and looting. So if that EMP goes off, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I don't love my position here, obviously. I'm gonna deploy, and we're just gonna chill. And now the other enemies in the back are starting to work. And you can see here, like, the progression of all of their squads versus ours.
Yeah.
I think what we'll do is... You can see the range of your weapons. If I were to go here, I'd probably have enough, but I wouldn't have enough to actually shoot the weapon. Let's come here. And let's deploy. Oh no. Okay. They got rockets. They got rocket packs. These are boarding commandos. So these guys will specialize in boarding and pacifying spacecraft through violent means. Look, I don't know exactly what that means in the grand scale of the game, but they're bad news and they have jetpacks, so pretty sweet. Okay, the good news is I can probably get a laser shot off here on these guys. And these guys don't have a ton of armor. If you look at the enemy info screen in the bottom right, the arrows are suppression, which we're going to talk about in a second. The body armor is, you guessed it, body armor. And the heart, well, that's how much they love us, okay? So it's definitely not HP or anything like that. But let's head in here, and I want to maintain 40 AP. Oh, I'm one short. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, because now I feel like he's going to get to EMP me. Although, since I'm moving last, I may get to go first before any of them on the next round. They still have a lot of units to move, but it could work. Let's go here, and we're just going to chill. Okay, I can't, like, do anything special with these guys. Concealment now, -6. That's fine. Let's end the turn. Okay, so he is going to shoot and disable the vehicle. That's fine. We're not disabled, like, forever. We'll be fine. But he did get to go before me, which is kind of a bummer. It's okay, though. We do have the unit inside there, though. We also have this unit over here with the light machine gun. We just don't have visual range here. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take this unit out. And we have visual there. Now, let's talk about suppression. If I just aim with our regular carbine here, you're going to see on the right, we have accuracy, full armor penetration, and a good rating on full armor penetration, and poor suppression. So what that means is it's basically summarizing where the bar is at. So medium accuracy, if you count the pips there, 1, 2, 3, I can't really move my mouse to count them, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I interpret that as like 60% accuracy, which is not good. And if you've ever played Battle Brothers, there's a lot of like trading jabs in that game, trading blows, and it's not quite like XCOM where you can just like come in alpha strike stuff. You're just constantly trading shots. And so in Menace, what I feel the approach is dealing with suppression, pinning enemies down, getting them defenseless, and then using other enemies or using other allies to finish them off. Anyways, I'm not going to take a carbine shot here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy, which is going to take me down to 50, and I'll still have enough to use my medium minigun, which is going to be much better for suppression. So let's talk about suppression for a second, and then we can start like actually battling. So what I'm trying to hover on down here, let me see. It just popped up. Okay, that's fine. I'll show you after we do it. So let's do this. We're going to deploy, and I'm going to start suppressing. So see here, medium accuracy, still like, you know, 50%-ish. But shots that do land are going to penetrate armor because it doesn't have a ton. And we're going to apply excellent suppression. So you can see, first of all, a couple of things happen there. We'll talk about it after this guy does his thing. Yeah. Okay. So if I look at this unit now, they are pinned down. And they took 1 pip of HP damage. So we killed one of their squaddies, right? You can see they've got this guy crawling on the ground, this guy crawling on the ground, and this guy, he's not crawling anymore. He's dead. And I just love the fact that in Menace, the squad size is representative of HP. I just think it's super cool. Okay, here's suppression. So there's 3 different states that suppression can be in: unaffected, suppressed, or pinned down. If they're unaffected, it's anything below the first pip, okay? There's 3 pips of suppression, and nothing's happening. If you are suppressed, so 1 pip, okay, then you are forced to deploy, which is that same icon that we use to take a defensive position. for increased defense, and the accuracy is reduced by 50%, and the AP is reduced by 30. Okay. If you're pinned down, then the unit is forced to lie down for increased defense. So they go totally prone, like you see those guys there, and they cannot act at all. And it has its vision reduced by 50%. So when this guy does get to act, all he'll get to do is crawl away. Okay, so we could use this opportunity to focus on other targets or try to kill him or what have you. A bunch of different things we could try and do there. Now, a couple of things to consider. Yeah. We do have these guys up in this building here, and they're strong. This is a big group. That's a lot of HP. These are scavengers, so they're not too crazy. Not a ton of armor, but we could use our rocket launcher to try and take down some of this building. The problem is we're a little far away. We're like 2 tiles out of that. So if I get up here and I move in, I will not be able to redeploy and take a shot at that, which is kind of unfortunate. I think what I should do, because these guys are kind of out in the middle of nowhere, I should use this turn to just get them into good cover. And then I will deploy them here for even better defense. And that's, oh boy. Okay. So, we pointed out on the intel screen that there were enemy vehicles, or an enemy vehicle. That shot is coming from an enemy vehicle. That's a problem because it's super long range and it just constantly suppresses our guys and pins them down. Like, see here, we're fully suppressed, fully pinned down, can't do anything, which sucks. That is a problem for sure. But he also did some friendly fire, so we can try to use that to our advantage. The other thing I should point out here, we've got 2 kind of global abilities. We've got a minigun strafe where you can connect 5 tiles together, and then you'll do like really high suppressive fire against enemy units. It's good against low armor, basically. But if you need to deal with armor, then you've got the unguided missile strike where you target 1 tile and it does a 5x5 around that. It's high damage, high armor penetration, and suppression, but it's low in accuracy. So, you know, it's a trade-off. Both of these are a full turn delay. So you set it down. Maybe better to do it at the end of your turn when you know where all the enemies are. But I still don't know if for certain if it triggers at the beginning of the next turn or if it goes like a full entire round no matter where you launch it. So ideally you like pin people down and then do this and then it kind of goes off. But yeah. Okay. We could look at a sniper rifle shot here. These guys do have cover, which is kind of unfortunate. But I could also aim here. It's good accuracy. No armor penetration at this distance, which isn't great. But also they don't have a ton of armor. I just don't know if I really want to waste this shot. But let's try one. Okay. Okay, we hit and we almost took out one of their squaddies there. Let's take another one. We didn't do any damage, but we applied a little bit more suppression. I'm okay with that. All right. So they're blasting over here. That's not great. I'm gonna maybe get into position behind the truck and deploy. And then we're gonna stand here, move up. I could take a carbine shot here to try and get this. Oh, he's already pinned down. Could take a shot here, but I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna deploy here and get ready for next round.
What?
And now we can go first here, or
What?
my vehicle's back up. And I could either laser this guy or I could start like, I could put somebody in there and then move in.
Orders.
Or I could just go with our rocket launcher blast here. It's not bad. We did a ton of damage to the building. And then I've still got a carbine shot if I want it. So those guys are now pinned down again.
Fight them now.
Now, yeah, likely, I was going to say, likely they're going to use this guy next before he gets suppressed. I'm kind of wondering now if I just get into this vehicle. Because that guy's gone. I guess what I could do is try to suppress this guy over here.
Sir. Yeah.
What? Orders?
I'm getting poor suppression there and poor suppression there. Yeah, it's really not ideal. If I had this guy up, it'd be great, but I can't. All I can do is crawl there.
Sir.
And this guy's too far away. Although, what I could maybe do... So I'm basically 2 tiles away. I'd have to stand and then move, and I don't think I'll have enough, which is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
I could do this and fully suppress him. So he's pinned. And then if I get up and I go inside the vehicle...
What?
Okay, so there's an enemy like back here trying to suppress. But my vehicle can move in now. There's a couple of things that we could do. I think I will move. I know that's going to leave this unit a bit exposed. But if I move and keep 40 hit points there, a couple of options. One, we go for this. It's not bad. But we might even be able to kill here. We did kill one of their squaddies.
They're scattering.
Okay, so they're in behind that cover.
On targets.
Ideally, our rocket guy tosses another rocket there and maybe takes out that building. Could use this opportunity to start moving our sniper. I think I will. I'm going to come in here. We're going to kneel.
Sir.
And then these guys... Medium accuracy. Okay, he's gone. This is good. So now we're going to get up and we're going to start moving. All right. This is okay. This is okay right now. This is our last unit. I could move them, but I actually think I'm just going to end the turn, keep them here. They're surrounded by really good cover, as you can see by the icons. So we're just going to chill. Now, the other thing about suppression is that every round, everyone's suppression drops by 1 pip. Ooh, interesting. We've got a bit of a grouping there. Should be considering these things, possibly.
Orders?
Let's look at Rocket Boy here. Now, keep in mind, I only got 3 rockets this whole mission, which is pretty rough. But if I could take this out, that would be huge. Oh, that is nice. Okay, so these guys are now fleeing and stunned. I think when they fall from a height, they get stunned. But fleeing means that they're freaked out enough where they are going to start running off the map. And so I don't really have to worry about them right now. I can focus on other targets. Yeah, that was actually pretty sweet. Because they're here, I can actually even just take a shot. It's the only thing I can do other than, you know, stand. So I might as well. Okay. I'm pinned down there again, which, you know, admittedly, I don't love.
Orders?
Sir.
This is kind of interesting. I know I'm in the open, but I could suppress probably, like if I move up to here, I could even afford to take a knee, and then I can suppress the guy in the back, and I probably get both. Okay, I only got 1, so the guy in the front is going to shoot me back. He hit me a couple times there.
What?
Now it's tank time. It's tank time. If I take a laser shot... Now, remember, we do have our team in here, too, so I kind of want to get in close. So let's get in. We also, once we get close enough, I think it's 2 tiles, then we have this plow through, and anyone not quick enough to jump out of the way is in serious danger of getting crushed. So it's lots of damage, armor penetration, stuff like that. But I don't have enough to do it. These guys we're going to ignore for right now. We're going to take this shot. We got him suppressed. It's not bad. Didn't do much damage. But now we can get these guys out. I've got grenades here that we brought. Let's toss one. These guys are now fleeing as well. Okay, I don't hate it. Ooh. Okay. Good news is, he actually didn't do a ton to us. We're suppressed on a couple people, but that's it. These guys are still chilling. And I mean chilling in, like, the worst possible sense. These guys are suppressed.
Orders?
I could try to suppress them just a little bit more, but I am tempted to sniper rifle these guys. They're wavering.
Having a good time.
Now remember again, when we hit a target with her, she's got this high value target, so it disables enemy special weapons for a turn. So when it says specialist disabled, that's what that's saying. They're now fleeing as well. Okay, this is good. This is good. I think I'm just going to end the turn there again. Remove some suppression. These guys are coming in. Okay, we're back. These guys are all freaking out.
Orders?
I think what I could do...
Situation still kinetic, Major.
Ooh, you know what? Maybe I should just... maybe I should have stayed and just minigun this. I feel like it's a bit dangerous. I'm gonna get them into cover.
Wait, they're not dead.
What?
I can show you a plow through here.
Kill from any.
They're still trying to flee. Good luck. You're getting run over by vehicles. Tough day. Tough day. And notice, these guys, so they're fleeing again. And this can happen because they're getting freaked out that you're hitting their teammates and stuff, right?
God damn.
That I have to be worried about that. And I need to get this guy back over here soonish. These guys have a ton of armor and stuff. That's not really the concern. But I do want to get them in a bit closer. Let's get them here. These guys are probably just going to start launching at these guys. Okay, so Dippy is down. We did lose a squatty. And, like, we're going to lose squatties. You know what I mean? It's good. Like, it's just, it's inevitable. Let's get up and let's make a beeline into this area. Ooh, major flank here. What are these guys? These are flamethrowers. These guys want to get pretty close. We're going to obviously try and stop that as best as we can.
We are victored.
Grenade launcher. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's good at suppression. Maybe I go sniper here.
Fuck you, gate rippers.
Boom. Okay, I like what's happening right now. That vehicle hasn't launched in a second, so I assume that's going to happen soon. Okay, these guys, I do not want them to get pinned. I might not have a choice. If I stand, I won't be able to really move and shoot, so I kind of just want to stay here. But it is sad. It's low accuracy there. Because I'm suppressed, right? So it's like, I'm 50% less accurate. It's kind of insane. The grenade launcher does have really good accuracy, though. So even with the 50% reduction, I'm like coin flipping this.
Grenade!
Well,
Keep it up.
didn't do any damage.
Orders?
Okay, we want to move our heavy team
Yeah.
somewhere
Head
else.
down.
We have a fence here that's a bit of a problem. Maybe I don't move them. The only thing is, like, obviously this group right in front of us, but if I go like this, I'm shooting over two of them. We keep putting that fleeing on. We actually killed that unit. I don't hate it. Okay, here it comes. Suppressed, pinned down, pinned down.
Relief is coming.
He pinned down his own guy. Could be worse. I think we're going to take this shot. Now, we're overheated there, so before I can fire a laser again, I'm going to have to vent. But I can now run this guy over again. And he's
Nice
dead.
grouping, bud.
We have this guy left. We have this little flamethrower dude over here to worry about. You can rotate your vehicle as well, but we're fine. We are taking some hits here. I do want to get this unit out. I'm hoping that we don't get pinned. Okay, I didn't get pinned. I think this is my time to shine. And by time to shine, I mean time to run. Okay, our big unit, our heavy unit's pinned.
Orders?
Kill those flamethrowers. Let's get up.
I appreciate it.
Let's start to try and move. We're gonna crawl up to there. These guys are coming in. And then these guys, I can really only crawl, and I think that I will. Okay.
What? Orders?
Okay.
We're victored!
So these dudes out here, these like the scavengers seem to be the least impressive units, but they come in numbers. That's the thing. I could try just suppressing here. I'd probably do great. It's good suppression. I'll take a knee. There we go. Pin down. And then I only need a little bit here. So we got the pin there now. This guy could come flank, but he's going to take a knee, which is smart because he doesn't have a lot of cover. Ooh, got the pin on this one. Ah, this squad, it's taken heat. We're going to start running this group over. Not too bad. Back over them again, please. Oh, I might have... Uh-oh. Did we freeze? Okay. I don't know what happened there, but it's a preview. There's going to be some bugs. I'm not too fussed. We are fully pinned there, which isn't cool, but I'm going to use this opportunity to...
Still under heavy fire!
Oh, wait. Is something, like, broken right now? Hold on.
Orders?
Hold on. Okay, we're still moving there, so that's good.
We are victored! We're victored!
See if we can finish this group. So close. Oh, we got him.
I like how you work.
We got him. I'm actually going to stand here.
A long way to
More flanks.
Eyes on.
Our positions are good, though.
What?
These guys... Oh, what were they? It was large something.
Orders?
Orders, sir.
I could move these guys now.
They got solid grouping.
What?
Or I could start getting in here. These guys have pretty good cover. I could move up to, like, here and still have a shot. And maybe even just run them over. Ooh. Oh, there's the vehicle. Now, we could... Okay. We have some options here. We have some options. I don't love that I'm kind of, like, putting my vehicle at risk big time, but... Man, this might be the way to go. Full armor penetration. Disable. Oh, that's huge. Controls overloaded. Accidental discharge. Love that. I do wish there was a way to, like, click on their unit to keep the information on screen to, like, look at their status effects and stuff. But, you know what? It's fine. Oh, this guy's weapon jammed. Pretty lucky for us. There's, like, a percentage chance for that to happen.
I'm keeping my head down.
Yeah, you do that. Okay, so these guys out here, I can't reach them
Orders?
with anybody.
Orders, sir.
Maybe these guys, not even. If I come in here, I would have a shot, and I think I'll take it. Almost got it. They are suppressed, they're not going to be very accurate.
God damn, they got solid grouping.
Let's get you up. I'm going to start working you around this fence. I don't think there's a way... Well, I wonder if there is a way to just shoot this. I don't know if there's like a chance it will hit that fence, but I was just thinking if I could blow a hole through there, Then they could walk through next turn, but either way, it's worth experimenting. Maybe a grenade launcher would be good for that.
Orders.
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 Let's get our grenades up in here. Easy suppression. I gotta remember these guys are coming here, but I've got my snipers who they don't see yet, which is great for us.
That's it.
Specialist disabled. I only have 2 sniper shots left.
On target.
They're now wavering. Oh, okay, so hold up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Another squatty down there. All right, so yes, disabled. Maybe it just can't move. Let's kill it. How about that? Let's get here. Let's face this way.
Don't worry. They'll get them.
I need to get this unit out of here.
We can take that.
I'm almost wondering, okay, I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. And what I'm going to do is
Fire mission underway.
set something up like that with the minigun strafe. We're going to crawl away.
Try us. Orders.
Orders.
Okay, sniper. You're good.
Orders.
Orders. Get to cover.
We need to get in here. I don't know if vehicles actually do any capturing.
Let's do this.
Let's get up.
Moving to wait.
Let's go here. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Oh, I forgot about them. We are concealed, which is fine. Okay, yeah, 1 of 12. So I'm not exactly sure yet on how we secure outposts, but I think it's like 1 per unit that's in there. So if I've got like 6 units in there, I need to be in there for 2 turns type of thing.
Orders.
I think that's how it works.
Orders.
Yeah, so I see those guys.
Grenade.
We'll grenade them. It's not great. We kind of whiffed it. Let's take a knee.
What?
I'm not going to move here. We'll vent. And then I could maybe try just blowing up some buildings to clear a path. There's my minigun coming in.
Major.
I think we killed something back there. Or hit something.
Sir.
Okay, these guys, I kind of want to just start running. Because they're getting
Orders.
really destroyed.
.103rd heading to cover.
Let's go here. We're going to deploy. We're still concealed here. Check that out. Pretty sweet. So now we're on 2 out of 12.
Orders.
Orders. Grenade.
Big suppression there.
Grenade.
Totally pinned. We love that. Now they can see us because they're so close. What are they throwing here? Ooh! Okay. Little flashbang.
Sir.
Getting frustrated.
I hear you. Let's use our last rocket here.
Rocket.
Didn't really get anything
I'll
done.
take the shot if you can.
Shut the fuck up.
Love it. Love the banter. Ooh, that actually did some damage there. What cover?
Keeping my head down. All right. Sir.
We're gonna move in. Our sniper's in a really good spot here, but
What? Orders.
Wavering. Let's go carbine. We don't have any more sniper shots. Starting to flee.
Stay on 103rd.
I think we're in a good place here, guys.
I got the aim of a Ricari.
What?
Orders?
I'm gonna suppress here.
Grenade!
They're pinned.
Grenade!
And then we're gonna launch this missile strike.
Coordinates received.
See, it's a big 5x5. It'll land somewhere within there. Next turn. Ooh, I would love for these guys to run in there too. That would be excellent.
Yeah.
All right, now let's try to get more of our squad in here.
Who, sir?
Of course, I moved the squad that's super injured. Didn't really look at that.
No more trick shots.
5 of 12. Close. Concealed.
Fire mission underway.
Here we go, baby. Oh, that is...
Oh my fucking god.
That is... Oh my fucking god. That's hilarious. We're in a good spot, guys.
Engaging hostile.
I'll just... Is that close enough? It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Looks good.
It's confirmed.
Okay, so we're on 5 of 12 here. That guy's dead.
Great shot.
9 of 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going up. Maybe there's like a region within this capture space that we need to be at. Like maybe this guy's out of it and it's counting these 4. I'm not sure. That's something I'll maybe ask for clarification on. But either way, I think we're good.
Hustle 103rd.
It's vent. End turn, end turn, end turn, end turn. And we did it. Okay, didn't take any major casualties. We lost a couple squaddies from the team, but we have more that we can replenish with. So we've got a haul of large valuable like memorabilia, jewelry, and art pieces with a trade value. Now there's a lot of like placeholder images and stuff. Whatever. A tripod MK20A3. Adapted and optimized to be fitted into tanks and other ground fighting vehicles. Fires 20mm explosive rounds in quick succession that are devastating to light vehicles and infantry alike. This weapon is mounted on a tripod to be carried by infantry. Has to be set up to be fired and slows down any squad carrying it. Interesting. So, it's for tanks. Right? Optimized to fit it into tanks and other ground fighting vehicles, but you have to carry it with a squad. A controlled salvo with large caliber high explosive rounds, very effective against clustered infantry or light structures. Set up the heavy cannon in a firing position and ready to use. The unit's encumbered has its movement cost per tile increased by 3. Cool. Very cool. So let's take a look here. We got 808 out of 814 logistics. Casualties did pretty well. Effectiveness, 15 out of 12 rounds. Fine. I mean, I don't know. Overall rating, 3 out of 5. Gain rogue army item or vehicle. We also got a light, 2 flamethrowers. A regular light one and a heavy flamethrower in a medium vehicle slot. We get to choose one. Now, something to consider is like the logistics cost of these, right? This one's greedier, obviously. Both of the ranges are pretty small, 5 and 4. Accuracy modifiers. Interesting, this one doesn't have an accuracy modifier. Hit point damage 30, armor damage 30. You know what? I'm going to take the light one. Okay. Mission success, strategic assets. This is the patrol-based thing. That's cool. Casualties killed, Dippy, Tiger, and John. It's too bad. Got this determined thing. Plus 15% discipline for 5 missions. Discipline impacts how quickly you recover from suppression and some other stuff. Oh, this is the number of kills that they have, the kill count here. Yeah, cool. This is great. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, first mission is done, guys. This is excellent. Now, our next mission, we could go to clearing IEDs or searching weapon caches, okay? Get all units to an evac zone, destroy weapon caches, vehicle accessory, or infantry special. I feel like we go infantry special here. Do we just got a vehicle accessory, right? And destroying IEDs sounds kind of fun. We need to locate and defuse the IEDs to restore safe troop movement. Do not expect the pirates to sit by while you do that. They'll seize the opportunity and attack you while you might be distracted. All right. So now you can see we have 817 logistics available for this. So that's our new build out that we have to do. Now these guys are pretty weak. So we're gonna have to like replenish their squad with some squaddies from the squad tree here. And we have still like, these are deceased ones. I don't know how we get more later, but we've got like 3 extra. I'm not gonna put them at 8. Let's just look here. Determine, we could throw the light fire thrower on there, or flamethrower, I should say. What do we got here? Pirates, infantry. Here's the things we need to destroy. Pirates. Any vehicles? I'm not seeing any vehicles. I don't think that means that they're guaranteed to not have any. Where would I want to approach? I kind of feel like if I approach from here, enemies are going to start coming in, and then I've got this kind of path which I can go through to destroy these IEDs. If I just like run right up the middle, this whole like standing out in the open thing just feels bad, you know? So I'm pretty sure that's what we should do, is approach from this side. That feels decent to me. We have enough for a promotion here. So this is Revel and Slaughter. Accuracy and discipline for each enemy unit destroyed max 5 times. That's what Renu Rawa has. But discipline doesn't really matter. Accuracy, I guess, matters. I think that still impacts, even though even she's driving the vehicle. Minus 50% AP cost for turning and reversing. 25% damage and armor pen against vehicles might not be bad. Zigzag is cool. Plus 5 defense for each tile move this turn. 50% damage against structures and buildings is cool. Man. The vehicles, like, we don't have any on this mission, according to the intel. So maybe we go against structures and buildings. So if we have units in those towers, we can deal with them. I think we take that, right? No promotions there. I see like the check marks. Oh, that's because these guys aren't in the mission. That's why we had such low usage there. Because they were removed from the mission because they had almost no squaddies left. And so this is the thing, right? You're balancing the number of squaddies in each squad, but also like how you're equipping each of them. Do I just go out with the exact same thing? We did add the flamethrower, which might be cool. And we had that vehicle like in there wrecking. I don't know if it's in the preview, but in the full game or in the early access, there will be like mechs and stuff. So that's kind of sweet. That is kind of cool. The other vehicle we have is this ATV. It's an option that frees up a lot of supplies, and then I could like just go with one of these things. The rocket launcher might be fun. What if I did the rocket? Oh yeah. I mean, the heavy, it's either the laser or the rocket launcher, because this is the medium vehicle slot, or the CMG. Heavy machine gun salvo that suppresses enemy troops well, but can also cause severe damage to light structures and vehicles. I don't know. I kind of like the armor penetration of the rocket launcher. But the auto laser was sick too, man. Best used against vehicles. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're not seeing a lot of vehicles on this map, so I think I'm going to go with the laser and throw on the flamethrower. And then, like, honestly, we could leave everything else the same, you know? I wouldn't mind starting to dabble with some of these options. Or getting better armor, but man, it's really tough because each of these missions has a certain number of resources that you can use, and it's like, well, you got to make it fit within that. And we used all of the secondary weapons, like, consistently. The only thing we didn't, like, at the end, we used the grenade launcher quite a bit. I wonder, like, what if I went light machine gun here instead? Oh, I can't already. I used that on somebody. Here's that auto cannon. Damn, that's freaking cool. That is really cool. I think we got to try it. Everybody's at 4 squaddies, except for you. I could bop you down, or I could just get rid of these grenades. And maybe I'll do that because the grenades, you got to be in so close anyways. I don't know. Tough to say. But I think this will be our loadout here. So now we've got the flamethrower. We have the auto cannon over here. Set it up in a firing position and ready it for use. Maybe it's just like, maybe the idea is that we took this from a vehicle. Right? The problem is, do I want you carrying it? Maybe, what if I put it on my heavy dude? The other option, somebody has something that's cheaper. Supply costs, right? So what if I did this? 45? We went from 90 to 56. So it should take us to 45, but I kind of wish this showed the same. Or this showed the discount. Medium machine gun back there. And then you go rocket launcher. That can work. Just because we squeeze a little bit of extra value out of this being on her, because it's expensive. These are all too expensive. Okay, I mean, let's try it. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 known enemies. There's whatever this is. Unknown allegiance, unknown entity. So, like, I don't know. Who knows how that's going to go down. I think let's approach from here. We might not run into any enemies, like, right off the bat. I'll put you behind the vehicle so you can just get in. Or I could maybe put our autocannon carrier back there. You get into the vehicle. Get you moving. Because, yeah, you're actually encumbered when you're carrying this, right? Yeah. So I feel like, I don't know if that impacts you, whoops, while you're in the vehicle or not. But maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah. And you're up there. You can be there. One of the things that'll be interesting to see is, like, if we get different deployment spots over time. Because right now it's like, yes, you got this little grid, but it's not a ton of flexibility. I'm excited to see where this goes. Because I'm having such a freaking fun time with this. It's really, really cool. Yeah, this is great. Guys, we're going to see you in the next one. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this. Drop a like on the video. Share it with all your friends, including your mom, who's pretty hot. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. This is Menace. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.